One of the questions I hear most often is, Tim, how do I know when it's really time to move? Now, I love that question because most people think the answer starts with the housing market. I don't. I think the answer starts with you. Welcome to Making Informed Real Estate Decisions, a Northwest Ohio homeowner education series. I'm Tim Connolly with REMAX Preferred Associates. And whether you're thinking about buying, selling, investing, or simply planning ahead, my goal is to help you make confident real estate decisions by providing trustworthy information and practical guidance. By the end of today's conversation, I hope you'll feel more confident about making one important real estate decision. Now, over the years, I've found there's a simple framework that helps bring clarity when someone is trying to decide whether or not it's time to move. I call it the decision compass. It isn't designed to tell you what to do. It's designed to help you ask better questions. The framework is built around 5 simple questions, and I've found that asking them in this order helps bring clarity. Let's take a look together. Question number 1. Has your life changed? Sometimes the answer has nothing to do with the house. Maybe you've welcomed a new child. Maybe the kids have grown up and moved out on their own. Perhaps you're working remotely now. Maybe you're helping care for aging parents. Life changes. Sometimes our homes simply haven't caught up yet. And that brings us to question number 2. Does your home still fit your life? Notice I didn't ask whether or not you love your house. I asked whether it still fits your life. Maybe you need another bedroom. Maybe you'd like less maintenance. Maybe stairs have become more challenging for you. Or perhaps you'd simply like to be closer to family. Our homes should support the lives we're living. Now, let's look at question number 3. Are you financially ready? This goes far beyond what your home is worth. Can you comfortably afford the move? Have you considered moving expenses? Have you considered closing costs, property taxes, insurance on top of your monthly payment? And here's something you might have noticed. None of those have anything to do with mortgage rates. And that's intentional. Interest rates matter. Housing inventory matters. Home values matter. But in my experience, life changes come first. So the market may influence your decision, but it shouldn't define it. Because the market is always changing. Your life is changing too. The goal isn't to predict every market movement. It's to make the best decision for your circumstances when you're ready. Question number 4 asked us to think a little further into the future. What are your long-term goals? Where do you hope life takes you over the next 5 to 10 years? Would another home help you move toward those goals? Or would staying where you are actually position you better for the future? Sometimes staying put is the smartest move you can make. And finally, question number 5. Is timing really the issue, or is uncertainty the issue? See, many people spend years waiting for the perfect market. You've probably heard me say this before, but it's worth repeating. When you're ready, time in the market is almost always better than trying to time the market. The truth is, perfect markets rarely exist. Good decisions happen when preparation and opportunity come together. And sometimes waiting is exactly the right decision. Sometimes it isn't. The important thing is understanding why. So, those are the 5 questions I encourage homeowners to think through whenever they're wondering if it's time to move. They don't make the decision for you. They simply help you see it more clearly. If you answered those questions and decided, you know what, now really isn't the right time, that's not a disappointing outcome. That's a successful one because clarity has value. Sometimes the best real estate decision is deciding not to move, at least not yet. If, on the other hand, these questions raised even more questions, well, that's completely normal. And often a 20-minute conversation can bring more clarity than hours spent searching online. If I can ever be a sounding board, please know I'd be happy to help. Before we wrap up, I'd like to leave you with one last question. Which of these 5 questions gave you the most to think about? I genuinely enjoy hearing your thoughts in the comments. And if today's conversation was helpful, I hope you'll join me for the next episode. See, my goal is simple. Every time we get together, I want you to leave feeling a little more confident about one important real estate decision. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me today. Until next time, take care. And remember, making informed decisions starts with having the right information. If I can ever be a resource for you or for someone you know, I'm always just a phone call away. Take care, and I'll see you out and about town.